This little video is going to show you how to set up to use the different modes on your camera. So you can see I placed the camera on a table and there's a book underneath it just to hold it up a little bit since I don't have this set on a tripod. And I placed a little toy object about 2 feet from the camera. So if you take a look, this button on the top, this is what we're going to be using, and we're going to change the settings of this in order to get different pictures. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and start on auto. This means that everything is already programmed in the camera. It's going to set the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed automatically. And if your camera has a flash, it might pop up the flash. This particular camera that I'm using doesn't have a flash, so the flash is not going to pop up. But don't be surprised if when you turn it in this mode that your camera or your flash will pop up. So I've got this already set up, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and push the shutter button and take the picture. It's going to focus, and let's see what that picture looks like. Okay, so we're going to look at the image information on this. To do that, there's a play button on the right hand side of the camera on my camera. If you have a Nikon or a different style Canon, you might have your play button somewhere else. But I pushed play and your image might look a little bit different. To change what you're looking at, there's an info button. Mine happens to be up here at the top. Change the info and it'll change what you're seeing as far as the image goes. For this exercise, I'm going to keep it on this so that I can write down this information because this gives me all the information I'm going to need for my PowerPoint. The 1/40th indicates the shutter speed, which is how fast or slow the shutter opens and closes to take the picture. The 3.2 is the aperture. The lower the number, the more blurry the background. The higher the number, the more clear the background. You'll also see the ISO, which is set at 2000. These 3 things are things that you need to include on your PowerPoint. So now you're going to do the same thing in each of these different modes here. We started with automatic. The next one is going to be P, which stands for program, and that means that it's going to try and take the best picture without using the flash. And so it's going to have the picture's going to look slightly different, but not too much. You're going to use each one of these around your picture mode on your camera. Yours might be a little bit different. It might have pictures of people and running and maybe a sun and a flower on here instead. But you're going to take a picture, you're going to examine it on the back, record the information, the picture number, the ISO, the shutter speed, and then the aperture for each one of these. And then you can put together a slideshow that will show the different exposure modes and what you did for each one.